So we were sort of time traveling, if you will, through the memory of, I believe, Phil as Henry, but then he got knocked out. So now we're Jonathan, who is the brother of Emma, whose child is missing because maybe Phil tried taking JJ to do something to try to then bring back his family who died. Oh, there's a lot of layers to this. Okay. Hello, here we go. This is why Sears went bankrupt, by the way. Oh, that's a much bigger hook than I was thinking. Okay, never mind. Oh, it's a grinder? Disc angle grinders is damaged. It's enough to use it once. Oh, you are there. Okay. Getting into the cellar? Buzz, buzz, buzz.
I gotta come all the way back down there now. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Act 6. Because the clown was talking about Phil in the third person, but was Phil actually the clown? Like, oh, well, if he has schizophrenia. Oh, okay. That must be why. That must be why the clown was talking about Phil in the third person. Maybe. Because he has schizophrenia. One other part of him is the clown. Maybe. Oh, we are the clown. There's Peter.
Whoa, that was funny. Whoa, hey kids.
Hi, what's your name? Aren't you here with your parents? So Phil was the clown. I'm on holiday with Dad. Your dad lost you. He asked me to help find a boy with dark hair whose name is Peter. Come on, I'll take you to him. A few hours later. So is the time machine thing really an actual thing or a fabrication in Phil's mind? I know. I'm really trying to piece this together. Need to feed my new friend. Eggs and pizza.
Well, look at that.
High in protein.
Hi, Mom.
I'm hungry too. Oh, God.
Whoa. Oh.
Grabbing the random train. It's time to go to bed. Achievement unlocked. Oh, is that like his outfit that was just dropped to the ground or something? Or did that rip all? I don't even know. All right. A few days later. News time. The police are looking for a boy 10 years old. Name's JJ. Police officers and volunteers were sent to search for him. Darkness comes out, Act 7. So, whereas, like, Find Yourself was about Peter, now we're learning about Phil, who is the clown, and his story. And I wonder if then Phil, after it didn't work out with Peter, because he got found, he then tried taking JJ? Oh, we just got mannequins coming out of the wall. The norm. Clown. Hi, what's up? Like, there are some nice little jump scare moments and stuff like that that are built up very well. Very good audio. Great usage of, like, the same locations, but again, switching it up very nicely, like in Locked Up. Oh, there we go. Of course the flashlight doesn't work. Stop. Shut up. Magician rides, tickets, games, welcome. Can't get into this room now. Thank you. My dear son, we will be together soon. Ethan. So there's Ethan, there's JJ, there's Peter. I'm doing this a lot. Like, Emika Games has created a very, like, layered game that is inspired by another game that I really, really liked. So it's just like trying to, like, connect the pieces. Guess we're sitting in a chair. So someone's in a cage. There's a cowboy hat. Don't leave alive. The battery on the video camera is dead. Jonathan. It's locked. Somewhere here he hides the key. Oh, there's a light. Oh, key. Nice. There we go. Ah, Phil. You look thinner than before, I feel like. Hi. Did you lose some weight? Oh, shit. Alrighty then. There's a passage behind the wall. Yes, there is, Bob. We're gonna die from steam damage. Aha! Where does this valve go? Yeah, the sledgehammer, I believe, is for that. Ah, the valve is right here. Okay. Let me go back. Hello, darkness, once again. Are you still my friend? No? Yes? No? Yes, okay. Gollum? Only friend you have are the ones that help you hide the body. I mean, that's fair. They're definitely not the one that are the body. But that is the body. Did I just say that are the body? That is the body. English, sometimes I speaks it. Oh, fuck, it is Gollum. We need a step ladder. No, the box which is in the pantry. What fucking pantry? Ooh, step ladder. I'm stuck. No, nothing. No step ladder. Damn it. All right. We'll have to work for it. Okay, that we can't open. This is the pantry, maybe? Oh, you forget? No worries. Is it this? It is. Okay. What, you call that a ladder? Step ladder, step ladder, step ladder. Oh, right fucking here. See, it's weird because I swear the text on the screen that came up was like, oh, you need a step ladder. And so I was joking around about it, about the, oh my god, step ladder, I'm stuck. But they said it was like in the pantry. So that's what made me so confused. So I was like, all right, we got that. And we got these two handles to pull down the door, but no actual step ladder. So I was like, wait, what? Okay, so we need, okay, that. Which, when I was looking around originally, no hand came up. Whatever. Okay, we got it. Confused, but that's all right. Not the first time. Hey, Gollum, fuck off. Bye. I'll let you eat your bones in peace. Don't get caught by Phil. Oh, God. Stealth? Stealth. Phil D's nuts. Take the bell in the phone booth to save the progress. Oh, so you... Okay, that's your save. Oh, shit. He about-faced real fucking quick. I was actually not expecting that. Okay. Damn, Phil got some moves all of a sudden. Phil more snappy in this game. There are not enough details. Lame. Okay. Fuck you, Phil. Oh, shit. Taking that money. Ring-a-ding-ding. Ring. Ring my bell. Doo-doo. Okay, nothing up here. Is Phil stuck? I think Phil's broken. Did we break Phil? Phil? Phil McCracken. Thank you. Oh. You can't be son of a bitch. If your gynecologist's name is Phil, find a new one. We got the wheel thing. We've got some coins. What else are we missing? Let's see. It's the circus of value. Get some money, buddy. That's all I can think of, sorry. BioShock moment. Hey, Phil, I just want you to know you're going to die lonely. Lonely, afraid, without anyone to love you. Fuck you, follow me. Fuck you! Shiitake mushrooms. God damn, man. Shut up. Oh, good. How is your pathing? Don't you dare, you son of a bitch. Are you done? Are you done? Phil, stop it. Phil, I'm gonna need you to stop. Phil, quit clowning around. How many times have I told you, Phil? Philip, put the hammer down. You're hammered, aren't you? I knew it. This is the only time Phil clowns around is when he's completely hammered. You done? You done? Nope, okay. Is he stuck? He's stuck over there. Ha ha ha. Fuck your pathing, Phil. Maybe it's Phil Collins. Can you feel it in the air tonight? I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. He's a clown with a really big hammer, so come on. Oh, okay, we're putting the coin in this to get wrench. It will fit this, it's time to go play on the slot machine. Okay, now we can do it. Great. Fantastic. Big monies. Big monies. Damn. Monkey? Huh? Literally a key. Now I can open up the locked door in the basement. It's time to go back. How? What we do? Just teleport? Beat me up, Scotty. Let's go. What are we doing? All right, Phil Collins is still over there doing his drum solo. Shit, fuck, god damn it, mother. Oh, this is boarded up now. Where's Gollum? You're dead? It's like as soon as I knock down the wood planks, that thing appears. Okay, I guess we're running away from it. I don't know what the fuck that thing was. But it happened, and I don't like it. That was weird. That was a weird moment. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I saw y'all pop in. Fuck you. That moment felt a little forced. Okay. Snacks for the kids? Oh, here we go. Keys. A bird in a cage. Achievement unlocked. I found the boy Peter. He was alone in that room. Peter told me that there were 2 more children. I couldn't find them. I couldn't find JJ. Phil hid the information about where he hid them. Maybe I should try again. I'm sure I can find them. Okay, so Phil did take more than just Peter then at the same time. Peter took JJ, multiple people. Right now, it's not necessary. We are at an impasse again. Phil is not as simple as it seems. I have a suspicion that otherwise, let's leave it for now. We are starting the next system startup. Act 9, some places never let go. Yeah, Act 8 was probably one of the longest acts we've come across so far in the game. And I believe this is the last act. And we're once again for the 3rd time at the sink as Phil. That boy, his name was Peter, was special. I would never hurt him. He was lonely like me. The man he called his father was a monster. I wanted to save him from this world. A child has disappeared. His name is JJ, 10 years old, blonde hair, height about 130 centimeters, normal build. The family saw JJ for the last time in the morning when he went to play with friends. If you have any information, contact the police. The boy who disappeared 6 days ago was found by local residents. It was discovered, was discovered in an abandoned hut outside the city near the park. According to the boy, he was kidnapped by a man dressed as a clown when he was on a holiday with his father. So that was Peter. What I'm doing is not real. There is no time machine, but where is the reality in which everyone is happy? I'm confused. I can't take it anymore. Okay, so there is no time machine. There is no like sci-fi element in that sense. This is all being done in his mind. I brought friends for him and brought a lot of toys and food. I wanted to be a real father to him. He shouldn't have felt bad, and he was happy. I did everything for this. The other kids were misbehaving, and I had to calm them down. I don't understand why they call me a maniac. Kids love the clowns. So Phil was trying to be a clown because he was trying to have a family. And he took Peter, but he took JJ and the other child as well to be friends with Peter. But then Peter was found, and we don't know about the other kids. Except for that they were misbehaving. You've been silent for 20 years, and you still think you're innocent. Show me where the children's bodies are hidden. Oh, so the other two. Okay, so he wanted to help Peter because he felt like Peter's parents were evil, which they were. Because they weren't actually his parents, which is a whole other layer. And then he took the other two kids to be friends to Peter. Interesting. I'm trying to see around the corner. But then he must have killed the two other kids and then Peter was found. We have reached an impasse again. Are starting another reboot of the system. I had to fix it. I'll tell you everything. Defendant Phil Harris was sentenced to death by electric chair for the abduction and murder of 2 children. Okay, so they buried the bodies in that backyard there. Which, why didn't they think about looking there in the first place if they found Peter there? But all right. He moved the bodies many times, trying to hide them. Eventually they were found on the territory of the house. Harris buried them in the place where the van was standing. The 3rd child was saved. During the investigation, the pilot project Golden Egg was involved. Thanks to him, we got recognition from Harris. In the Golden Egg, we discovered that Phil Harris suffers from multiple personality disorder, his mind divided into 2 different people. The depressed Phil, who withdrew into himself thinking that he could prevent the death of his family, and the dominant personality of the clown, who had not manifested himself since childhood. Since a clown controlled him in real life, I think the real Phil helped Jonathan find the place where the children were hidden. He couldn't fix his mistake, but he had to help those families. So Find Yourself is about Peter. Father's Day is learning about the clown, which is Phil. I'm still a little confused on the connection between Phil's parents and Peter's parents, because it sounded like it was like Phil's parents were the ones that killed Peter's actual parents. It's just weird. Like I'm confused on that bit. Maybe I missed something on that. Because it felt like they were trying to make a connection, but there doesn't seem right. But you could see the similarities between Phil and Peter, though. Phil had a tough childhood growing up. Peter did as well. He could relate to Peter's supposed father, who was very cruel. Jonathan didn't find Sergeant Henry. What are we going to do? Oh, that's right. I was going to mention Sergeant Henry was still missing. Do not disconnect him from the system. I'll find something to tell the police. Henry. Oh, now we're playing as Henry. So, like, Henry's stuck in this golden egg, which are the memories of Phil. Oh, and this is the actual circus tent that we saw but couldn't enter in as Jonathan. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Howdy. Howdy. Hi there. You want to get some WD-40 for that? That'd be great. Oh, the wheelchair again with the boombox. Hi, Phil. How's it going, Phil? Oh. What the hell? Oh, it's Creeps McGee. Oh, it's the girl. Is that one of the other children that died? That's the second time Henry's seen her. Or no, first Phil saw her, and now Henry. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Hey, it's Find Yourself. I don't wanna. What the hell's going on? Okay, he's just stuck there. That's what it is. You're mine forever. Okay, so this is the clown side of Phil. I like the music. I like the animations. There's a lot of layers to try to digest here. I feel like I'm not enjoying this game as much as I did like Locked Up or Find Yourself. And it's not like it's not any good. Or it's, I don't know, it's hard to say. I think what it is, I'm having issues like trying to connect the lines from, or some of the lines, or some of the connections supposedly trying to be made here between Find Yourself and Father's Day. I feel like if maybe I had a little bit more clarification, I'd be like, okay. I think overall though, this had some really good jump scares. It had great lighting, it had great setup. Emika Games doing a great job of changing up the scenery, using little but using a lot of it. And so, you know, doing a lot of different stuff like you would see in like PT and other things like that. Again, we saw a lot of the root inspirations from like Locked Up and Find Yourself in this game. A little bit of Summer of 58, a lot of different stuff like that. And a lot of nods to the past Emika games as well, which is really cool to see. So it's really interesting, for sure. A lot of different layers, a lot of introductions to new assets and new sort of mechanics and stuff that we haven't exactly seen or have seen, but they're a little more advanced, of course, in Father's Day. So it's very interesting, and it's interesting to see the whole thing of the clown side of that little story. And I think it's really cool that Emika Games took that little section of a much larger story and expounded on that and played around with that. And I think that's really cool for sure. I would probably give Father's Day, like with 10 being perfect, I would say, I want to say a 6 or 7. Again, it's not hitting me as hard as like Find Yourself did. For some reason, I just don't know what it is, and I wish I could put it into words. Yeah, you know, thinking about it, I think that's what it is, and I think that's where my confusion is and why I'm not 100% sure on my feeling when it comes to this game, in the sense of being completely like in love with it like I have been with the other Emika games. And I think what it is that, once again, that there's almost too much going on. It's a little too convoluted. You have all of the story of Peter that's trying to be explained once again from Find Yourself through the eyes of Phil now in Father's Day. So it's like you're trying to pull in that whole story once again and remind people this is what happened, while also trying to introduce this whole other story of like, well, this is Phil now, and here are some new people like Jonathan and Henry and Emma and stuff like that. But then you're also going to make it so that way Phil had his own family, like his son Ethan and his wife, and how they died in a car crash, which then evidently spurred on his schizophrenia and brought out the clown. I almost would rather see where he just happened to have issues, and it built up and built up and built up, and one day he just snapped and went, I'm going to be a better parent than my parents were because they had issues too, or whatever, right? That whole situation didn't work out. So then he decides to steal Peter to try to make that family. But instead, it's like you're adding on, oh, well, he had a family too, and they died, and then this happened. And it just felt like there were so many layers that I'm getting lost in the ideas, the concepts, and I'm not getting pulled enough into the world. Like, I'm not getting lost enough because I'm still trying to figure out how does everything connect. which I think is also something that's just very difficult whenever you make a sequel or a prequel, which in this case, it's a prequel. And I think that's the issue too, is that it's not easy to do, to try to make everything line up, especially if you're taking future events and trying to backfill it. It's usually easier to go the other way in many respects, right? Where do you jump off from here rather than how do we jump backwards and try to make everything connect? So it's like trying to do that's already difficult. But then just, the number of layers just makes it so convoluted in some respects that it creates confusion, and it makes it so that me as a player, I disconnect because I'm still trying to piece everything together. Now, I'm really curious on if I never played Find Yourself. It's like what I'm not even sure. Would I have just had a new appreciation for it because everything was so new, or would I be even more confused? I'm not really sure. I can't really say because I've played both games, right? So that's really difficult, and I'm curious on that, on like what someone's response would be to someone who's never played Find Yourself or an Emika Games game, right? So I think that's my thing, is that sometimes less is more, as Arcana said in chat. Less is more, and I think if we had a little bit less from the layers and we just pulled back some of those, it would have been a lot more easy to understand, and I wouldn't have been, so lost in it where I could just go for the ride, Also allowing for different people, like you think deep into this stuff where someone that might not notice. It's true too, right? Like looking at the details, trying to really understand, and even remembering like the people's names. Like I'm calling them off, like even the kid to Phil, which is Ethan. Like I remember those details. Not everyone does. Whether good or bad, right? Like that stuff sticks in my head because I love storytelling. But for other people who just are looking for a ride, this might be too much. This might be overload for people. Because the other thing is too, when it comes to what Emika Games does and crafts so well, which are these like worlds where things spin around and are different. And, you got mannequins coming out of walls and things are upside down. And then there's writing on the walls and everything is now red with, etchings in the floor. And all of a sudden there's someone right. Like there's so many things your brain's already trying to process that now you're trying to throw in a really intricate story too, on top of all the intricacies happening in the environment, through audio, through visual, through, like lighting and colors and all that stuff. It's just a lot. It's so difficult to try to process all that and then get lost in it. Whereas with Find Yourself, I got lost in it. With Summer of 58, I got lost in it. Locked Up, I got lost in it. Get lost in all these different things, but this was just much harder to do. So it's well done. It's well crafted. It's well designed. But maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just the story is just a little too much stuff on top of everything else. So it's why I like to see other people play games I love, is to see a fresh look and see what I don't see. And that's true too, right? So maybe there's something that I'm just not seeing that was also very obvious that I missed, that someone else can pick up and be like, hey, boom, that's the connection. And if so, if that is the case, then feel free in the comments, let me know. Because I do want to know, because I do love Emika Games' IPs, and I love going through them. But this one, I'm just a little lost on, and I think maybe that's the reason. But again, feel free to let me know your thoughts as well. But with that, we're going to call it. Thank you very much for watching this YouTube video, or if you're here on Twitch, appreciate you. Come on by. We got more games coming up, including more Emika Games IPs, more Emika Games coming down the pipeline. So with that, I hope to see you soon.